on the launch of the new Fiat 500, the new version, and we're at Avianto Estate restaurant for lunch break after a really nice drive out here. And this car's really impressed me, I must say. I'm joined by Rafael and Quintus from Fiat South Africa. Hi guys, and thanks so much for a lekker launch as always. It's such a nice event. Good lunch, I tell you, I'm well fed, so that makes a difference. Quintus, you're going to take us around the outside of the car.
Okay.
So now we've got this one here because there are 4 spec levels in the range. Yes. This one is a Sport, am I right? This is the Dolce Vita. Okay. Okay. Do you want to take us through the spec on the outside, some of the features of the outside of the car? That's what we're really looking at. Okay. Starting at the front end over here.
So obviously standard with the fog lights and the new feature of the LED daytime running lights, which represents the same as the 0 in the 500.
You see, those are the little touches, aren't they?
Which basically represents right underneath the front headlight.
Right.
Moving over to the 16-inch alloys, which has always been recognized by the previous version's lounge and now on the Dolce Vita, and with the nice finishing touch of the Dolce Vita on the fender.
Okay.
Moving over to the color-coded rear view mirrors and then the chrome inserts that actually makes it the Dolce Vita compared to the Sport. Moving over.
Come around to, of course, the rear end. Very neat little rear end, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even with a rear parking assist, and again
okay.
the chrome trimming.
Right.
And obviously the electric release on the boot.
Nice little boot, of course, litres, probably about 200 litres, I'd guess. And of course, you can fold down the rear seats.
Yes.
50-50, which is very important for luggage space.
Yes. And for some additional bigger luggage, you can put down the seats, so it's only you and the missus.
Correct. Now, of course, very important, you've got the spoiler over the back.
Yes.
Over here, which is a feature again on the Sport and the Dolce Vita. We, of course, this one is the Convertible.
Yes.
The 500C, which is available in Sport and Dolce Vita spec. Am I right?
Only Sport and Dolce Vita,
yeah.
You're 100% correct.
So the other two, you can't get the Convertible, you only get the tin top, as you guys like to call it.
Yes, the tin top.
Okay.
And then this vehicle obviously features a 62.5 kilowatt.
Yeah.
Twin air 900cc engine.
Yeah, little 2-cylinder engine which Fiat have perfected.
Yes.
But it goes. I mean, you can cruise 120 on the highway, no problem. Yeah, people's small engine, not a chance. With this one, you're doing good, that's for sure.
You're small when you're describing Fiat.
Rafael, you and I, we small, but pack power, right? I mean, that's the point of small.
Else, right? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's where the power comes in. So that's the real important thing. Right, I mean, it really is so neat, and there's some incredibly interesting color options available on the new range, because of course the new range starts with
219,900.
yeah, 219,900 up to 325 for a Dolce Vita convertible.
Yes.
So that's your range, all the same engine, just different spec levels through 4 spec levels in the range. So that's really, really nice.
Whatever matches your personality.
That's it. I like that. I really do.
Definitely.
Rafael, let's jump in, and do you want to show us some of the features?
Do you want to jump in at the driver's side?
Okay, all right. Okay, let's go around, and I'll get in over here.
As you open the door, I just wanted to highlight the fact that obviously the chrome finish coming through for the Dolce Vita.
Right.
You see your handles there, a little bit touch of the chrome. That's what differentiates this from the Sport.
Yeah.
And one very exciting thing is the body color.
Body color on the dash there.
Right?
Yep.
Just bringing the personality into the
It
car.
does, and then of course all the cream colored around the instrumentation, that steering wheel, things like that.
And then that's exactly, so you will find this on your Dolce Vita.
Right.
And then the black, obviously, we bring in that matte black.
Yeah,
sporty,
on the Sport
very
versions.
aggressive kind of look.
Right.
This one is very the elegance of it in the Dolce Vita.
Now, on all except the base model, you've got auto air conditioning.
Correct.
Yeah. And then you've got this nice big, 7-inch touchscreen over here.
7-inch.
Yeah.
And the Cult is it's a 5-inch.
Right.
But the Connect, Dolce Vita and the Sports, you've got the 7-inch.
Yeah.
You connect with the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
Correct. Now, looking down here, the gear shift.
Correct.
Now, this one is Fiat MTA, manual transmission automated.
Correct.
5-speed.
Yes.
But it's, this is a car, when I drove here in one of these, in the MTA.
Did you have the MTA?
I did, and the convertible. And this is one of the first cars ever, I must tell you, that I really used the pedals.
Did you use the pedal shift?
Yeah. Because I have a habit of saying I never use pedals because I find them a bit of a waste of time on smaller cars.
And I think the whole idea behind it is that you just give you a little bit of control in your hands.
Correct.
It's a city car.
Yeah.
So sometimes you want to have the flexibility to switch.
That's it.
Whenever you need it, it's there in your hands. If you don't, you can just cruise.
Yeah,
100%.
100%
In an
agree.
automatic,
Yeah,
you know?
automatic. Well, I drove it in the traffic section as well. So
Yes.
absolutely lovely, smooth, comfortable, easy. That's the point.
That's
And
the
I've got to tell you, the number of cars around us at the robots and on the road that were waving thumbs ups and things like that while we were driving this car out here was absolutely amazing. I was really seriously impressed.
I know you don't see it in this one because obviously it's a
Yeah.
convertible.
Okay.
But in your sport and as
Yeah.
well as the twin in the Dolce Vita, you get the fixed class.
Right.
Sunshade.
Yes.
Which is quite nice, especially in South Africa with the
Ideal.
bright sun day that we have today.
Much as I love convertibles, that's probably the more practical option.
Exactly.
Although
But you
I
know
hate
what?
saying it.
Different personalities.
Yeah.
So
And then the last thing to
Your
mention
USB.
is you've got your 7 airbags as standard right across the range. So you've got the safety,
you've got the safety.
and that's so important
And
to
you need it.
everybody
In a
these
city
days.
car, you wanna have that.
100%
You
agree.
want that comfort. Peace
100%.
of mind, right? I mean, it's a leading thing. We don't want
Yeah.
to brag, but we are.
No, absolutely. Rufilwe, thanks so much for your time. Great stuff. I've enjoyed this drive. I really have. I'm looking forward to the drive back now.
What are you hoping to drive?
I'm hoping, well, definitely a manual because we need to just switch to the manual. And I don't know, a sport if possible, but a Connect will also work fine. I don't mind. But I can't hog the convertible again, so I'm going to have to give that
You're
over
gonna
to
have
someone else.
But I mean, look, you won't go wrong whether it's a Connect, whether it's a Sport.
Yeah.
They're all going to give you a different feel. And, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
Your personality might just shine through a little bit more in one of them.
And then I've got to show one last thing. I've got to show one last
Of
thing
course.
before I go.
And then obviously
No,
the
it's not
convenience-
just me.
It's not.
This is, instead of a cap on this launch, look what Fiat gave us on this launch. And I'll give it the Motormatter stamp of approval and permission that they used it.
It's the finer things. It's the small touches.
Absolutely. Rufilwe, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for a great launch.
Thank you so
Hope
much.
to see you at the next one.
Of course.
And let me say, this is becoming a habit from behind the camera for a change, or not such a change anymore, but from behind the camera. For Motor Matters, I'm Eleanor. You'll see me probably next time.
Because it's a cabriolet, you don't have a little aerial, so where to put it? There's it is. So everyone will think it's a demister or a defogger to get the fog off the windscreen, but it's actually not. This is the aerial for the 500 cabriolet.
Interesting touch and a thought that, it shows the thought behind it, and that's what's so important. Thanks a lot, Quintus.
No problem. Thank you.
Out on the road in this little Fiat 500. It's really quite a fun car. I love it. I must tell you, you look down here, you've got this, we're in the MTA, manual transmission automated. Let's get it right. So you've got the gear shift there, but we've got it in the manual mode, and believe it or not, on Dolce Vita spec, you've even got flappy pedals. And this is a case where actually, instead of using the gear lever in a sequential style, it's more fun to use the pedals. Unusual for me to say that, but it's a fact. Being driven right now, and I'm going to just zap the camera around by Michelle. How's it, Michelle? And you can see her there very clearly, driving nicely. Hey, but look at this. You know what? I specially chose the convertible version. We got the top open because I need the wind in my hair today. That's what I needed, and I had to get that done. So we're in that version specially. But let me tell you, this is spec-wise, there are 4 spec versions. We'll talk about it later in the video. But this is the Dolce Vita, which really is, I'm going to say it and I'll probably be shot for it, really, really the ladies version, the ladies spec. Yeah, I didn't catch that, but Michelle is giving such a thumbs up, you can't believe it. I mean, look at this funky sort of creamy white color interior. You've got your touch screen, you've got the auto air conditioning, you've got all these things over here. The stalks, yeah, look at these stalks. I mean, they're really like chunky stalks. They're really nice ones. Absolutely, that's the whole idea. And you swing around. I mean, obviously, we know the 500. The back seat is not exactly a spacious place, but it's nice. But I'll say it again. I took this one for the roof, or the lack of, as we're driving it right now. I grabbed this one very fast today. Tough luck on a few other people. They didn't like it. This little twin engine twin power engine of Fiat's, the 900cc, is quite amazing. You don't think you're in such a lack of power. It goes like a little rocket, quite honestly. And it's fun. Yeah, it's a bit bouncy, but it's such a short wheelbase. What do you expect? 7 airbags in this car, believe it or not. What a spec. And this one, as the top version, 324,000 Rand. I think I could do with one of these myself, but probably not a Dolce Vita. I think I'd go for the Sport Cabrio version. Just a little bit different. We'll check it out later on. But on the road, fun. Did you? The other nice thing is you can hear that. Hey, that's quite a sporty exhaust noise.
That's why I purposely went a little bit faster.
Yeah, Michelle's playing up for the camera for me. She's doing a good job of it.
I'm first now by the light, so we'll give it.
Aha! So we'll keep the camera rolling. We'll keep the camera rolling, and let's see what kind of hairy pull-off we can do over here. Okay. I think I need you in camera for this one. I tell you, this woman's a bad influence. There's no doubt.
Never.
Hey.
Never.
The this is called guild power in this car, right? There's no doubt.
The guild is being represented.
Yeah. The other interesting is, I've just had another thumbs up from a car next to us. This car is getting thumbs ups in the traffic from everyone. Listen to that little engine. Go for it, go for it, go. Come on, Michelle, we can do it, Just lost out, but okay, but still.
The gears sort of out by themselves.
Yeah, they do. You hit the limit, you hit the rev limiter, and you got to then do a shift very quickly. But hey, this thing's fun. That's the capital F. Fun. We're going to check it out so much more carefully just now.